Like I said in the previous class itself, we will be looking into first we'll be starting with HTML, then we'll be moving on with CSS. After that, we'll be moving on with JavaScript. Okay, so then we'll be coming with the .NET. If it is .NET, we'll be under the .NET course. We'll be looking with C#. After that, we'll be moving on with Edo.NET, and then we'll be moving with ASP.NET. Okay, these things we'll be seeing, and also we will be including the database also. Okay, in the coming days we'll be including the database also, where you will be learning SQL. Okay, so this is the content, overall content. When you come to this HTML, okay, coming to this HTML course, it is divided into 3 parts. Okay, HTML course, it is divided into 3 parts. So the first part we'll be looking into the basic tags. Okay, we will be looking into basic tags of HTML. So how to write some paras, how to display it, how to how to write a heading, how to write a paragraph. Okay, letter, whatever you are going to write it on a paper, whatever that is written, how to bring it to the web page. Okay, how to bring it onto the web page. For example, whatever you are thinking on your mind, that will be displayed on the HTML page in this after this part 1. Okay, whatever you're thinking on your mind, that you can display it on the HTML page, web page. And when it comes to the second part, whatever the user will be giving the inputs. Okay, whatever the user thinks he wants to give, that you will be collecting from the user. Okay, these are the getting started with user point of view. Okay, user point of view. And then we'll be looking into some advanced tags. Okay, media tags and all advanced some different kinds of designs we'll be doing. So like responsive designs we'll be doing. Okay, responsive design we'll be looking. After that, we'll be looking into landing pages. We'll be creating landing pages. Okay, and also we'll be looking into some other websites also. We'll be creating a few types of websites. We'll be designing over this under this advanced concepts, where we'll be mostly focusing on structural tags. We'll be mostly focused on structural tags. Okay, these are the 3 parts for HTML. Okay, these are the 3 parts for HTML. The first part will be focusing on what we are going to think, whatever we want to bring it on the page. That will be focusing on the first part. Second part, what the user wants to put it on his on the web page, we'll be looking into that part. And the last point, we will be looking at the advanced structural tags. Okay, advanced tags, which are nothing but structural tags. Okay, before starting with the part 1, so what is HTML first? What is HTML? Why do we have to learn it? Why do we have to learn it? So what is the use of it? What is the use of it? And where we can use it? What is the use of it is nothing but where we can use it. How to create it. So we'll be looking into these basic things. Okay, if you so we'll be looking into these parts today. So what is HTML first? Before starting, what is HTML? So HTML is nothing but the full form of HTML is hypertext markup language. Okay, the HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language. What is it used? What is it used to? So this HTML is used to develop web pages. Which are mostly of static web pages. Okay, which will be mostly of static web pages. What does this mean by? Okay, what does this mean by this static web page? Static web page in the sense, you will be like, for example, if you take you are communicating with the machine. Okay, if you are communicating with the laptop or whatever it is that you are communicating with it by typing something, and you are doing some pages creation, you are doing some folders creation, you're watching some movies, but there is no actual communication coming from the computer. Like it is a one way going. Okay, it is a one way going. What you are going to think, that you are going to do it on your laptop, whatever it is, the laptop or whatever the machine or any kind of a uh, any kind of a mission, whatever you are thinking, that you can do, you can achieve it by just doing some actions on the computer or a washing machine or any kind of thing. Okay, but there won't be any opposite, like there won't be any same kind of communication expected from the opposite side, right? So you are speaking to a laptop or you are speaking to a computer or you are doing some things over the washing machine, but the washing machine doesn't speak back to you, right? Or else if you take the laptop, your laptop won't be speaking to you, the laptop won't be speaking to you. So there is not, it is like a one way communication, right? It is like a one way communication. So in the same way, static websites are nothing but where you want to display it, you can display it. Okay, but you can't actually perform any kind of an action there. Okay, from you, there won't be any communication, like for example, take this website as an example. For example, this, take this website as an example, or else this as an example. So I'm typing something, like, let me say that Zomato. Okay, and just click enter. So it is communicating with me, right? Like it is showing all the results that are related to Zomato. Okay, if I just type Zomato and it takes it. If I just type Zomato and it just take it, and it won't fetch any, outputs or something. Yeah, it won't fetch any results, means then it is not a communication way, it is like one way communication. Okay, or else you can also take make no info also as an example. Make no.in. Okay, so this is one kind of a static website, this is completely static website, like you won't be able to just, you will just able to see the pages, that's it. Okay, you'll be able to see the pages. See, yeah, this might be dynamic also, yeah, this can be dynamic also. Okay, this is dynamic, but if you just see the page itself, you are not able to move to one place to another place, or if you are not able to move to communicate with that website, then it is nothing but a static website. Okay, it is nothing like nothing but a static website. Okay, so coming back, we will be able to create only static websites. Okay, developing web pages which will be only static websites, static web pages. Okay, and also it is a scripting language, scripting language. That means it is not a programming language. Programming language means it is you can create applications and all. Okay, you can able to create applications and all, but it is just a scripting language where whatever you think, whatever you are going to write it or the notepad or any kind of an environment of a HTML, it will be displaying it. It will be displaying it, but it won't be creating any changes, like it won't be, you won't be able to develop any applications using this HTML. Okay, you will be able to create only web pages, that also static web pages using only HTML. Okay, and it is a scripting language. Coming to the next part, it is not a programming language, and also it is, yeah, so it is a scripting language. Coming to the next part, why do we have to learn it? Like I already said, you can able to create this web pages and all, we can create this web pages and all, we have said it. Now what, where we can write it? Okay, where we can write this code, we can write this code and create web pages. Okay, you need only two parts, you need only two things for to create and write to code and create the web pages. One was, the first one is you need a code editor. Okay, you need an editor which can be, multiple platforms are there, which can be Notepad. Okay, you can use Notepad, you can use Notepad plus plus. Okay, or else like in this course we'll be using WebStorm. You'll be using WebStorm, Sublime. So multiple are there. Okay, you can use any kind of an environment to create, or else you can use Visual Studio Code. Okay, all these are there to write it. Okay, to write your code, all these are there, and we need a browser for it to execute it. We need a browser to show the website to whatever the website that we have written into here, whatever you are going to create it here using this to edit it, to execute it, we'll be using the browser. Okay, which can be anything like Chrome also you can use it, Safari you can use it, or Firefox. So any kind of a browser also it is fine. You just need an editor and a browser, that's it. So to create and code this web pages. So in this class, in this course, like in this entire up to JavaScript, we'll be using WebStorm itself. Okay, so we'll be using WebStorm to edit and execute the codes. Okay, coming to the next part, what is the use of it? We have seen what is the use of it. It is used to develop web pages. It can create static web pages. That is the most widely used. And mm, how to create it? How to create it? How to write this? How to write the HTML code? How to write the HTML code? So let us see. Let us create a folder first. If you have the if you have the laptop or along with you, okay, just go to the browser, search for WebStorm. Okay, just search for WebStorm. You'll be having the first page, which is the first link. Open the first link, or else download WebStorm is also fine. Okay, just click on the download. Okay, based on your laptop, you can based on your desktop or laptop, you can download the OS whatever you are using. If it is Linux, you can download this one. If it is Mac OS, this is down. This is the one. Windows means you can download this one. So every version has a 30-day free trial period. Okay, after what we need to do, just uninstall the software and reinstall it. That's it. Okay, log in with your ID, log in with your mail ID. Okay, so this is what I'm using. Let me close it. Okay, after downloading, what you need to do, just to come back here on this on the desktop, create a new folder, which can be HTML. I'm creating with Jan. Okay, HTML Jan batch I have given. So come back to your WebStorm again. Just create a folder and come back to your WebStorm. Yeah, here what you will do, just open a project or new project. You can say any kind of thing. Open, just select the desktop. Over the desktop, select the new folder that you have created. Just click on open. Yeah, trust project. Okay, this is the page you will be it will be appearing. Okay, so whenever how to create a HTML, how to set up the HTML environment is download the WebStorm, and then create a folder on the desktop or any kind of a place, either it is in C drive or any kind of a drive you can store it. Okay, create a folder and then open that folder using this WebStorm. Okay, so in this we'll be writing some few tags. We'll be looking into some few tags in it. So let me double click on it. I'm double clicking on it. New. Here you can see you can create a HTML file. Style sheet is nothing but CSS file. JavaScript is nothing but you can write a JavaScript code. TypeScript you can write it, or else package JSON files you can create it, or else you can create a HTTP request also. So this will support all the kinds of front end, like all the related front end tools will be supported in this WebStorm pages. So that's why I'm using it. So you can also install it and just create a folder, and over that create new HTML file. Don't create file. Okay, you'll not be able to see the recommendations on it. Just create a HTML file and give a name for it. 01. Let me say that intro. Okay, 01 intro I have given. Just give enter. You'll be able to see this. Okay, you'll be able to see this. So this is how you can create. This is how you can write it. This is the place. This is the environment that you will be able to write the HTML code. Okay, this is the environment that you will be able to write the HTML code. Okay, so how to write it? Uh, choose an editor. Choose an editor and create a folder. Create a folder. open the folder in the editor. Create a file under it. Create a HTML file. Okay, HTML file under it. Okay, so the one thing you have to remember is if you are using any notepad environment, or if you are using notepad editor or notepad plus plus, what you need to do, so it should be, the text editor should be with a extension .html. Okay, it should be with an extension .html. See, in this I have created a file, right? It is saying that .html. If I say that it is a CSS file, I'll just double click on it and I'll create a style sheet. So 01. So it is saying for a CSS file, it is saying CSS. Likewise, whenever you are creating any kind of, whenever you are going to create, whenever you are going to write any code, okay, at any kind of environment, that extension, that file should be with the .html. Okay, the file should be named with an extension. Any name you can give it, but at the end it should be having the .html. Okay, .html is mandatory. So after writing it, now let us see the structure of HTML. Now where to write it, we got it right. We have chosen an editor, folder creation, everything is done. Okay, am I going fast or am I going slow? Is it fine? The flow is okay, people?
It's fine, Satish.
Okay, ready? Ready, are you there? Ready, no?
No, sir.
No doubts, right? It's fine for you. Okay, fine. So let me delete this one. Okay, so whenever, how to write this code, now we have seen where to write this code. Okay, where we have seen, like where is it done, where we'll be writing, we understood where we can write it. Now how to write it, so whenever, whatever HTML code you take it, okay, anywhere you go, whatever code, HTML code that is there, all the codes will be there under a tag called, there will be a tag called HTML tag. Okay, it will be under this tag itself. Okay, every code that you write it, it will be under the tag called HTML. Okay, under this tag called HTML. Okay, and this tags will be enclosed with greater than symbol and less than symbol. Okay, these tags will be enclosed with greater than symbol and less than symbol. Sir, what is this tags? What are these tags? What is this tag called? What is this? So in HTML, we will be containing only tags only. We will be having tags. Whatever we are going to write, we'll be writing only tags. So if you want to write for example, if you take this website, if you want to write this text, if you want to add this link, so this is acting as a link, this is acting as a link, okay, this is also a link, this is an anchor tag. So this can be created by using a one tag, and this text can be created by one tag. This image can be used to create by using a one tag, one different kinds of tag. So whatever web page you take it, so it will be completely compressed of tags itself. Okay, it will be completely composed of tags or elements. What are these tags or elements? Okay, so we'll be having multiple tags called, one is HTML tag, body tag, okay, head tag, header tag, h1 tag. Header tags are h1 tag, h2 tag, h3 tag. So these all are nothing but tags. Okay, in these tags there are two types of things. There are two types of tags. There are, example, let us, okay, so tags are nothing but different which will be used to, tags are elements which will be used to display the content or manipulate the content, manipulate the web page Okay, tags are nothing but which will be used to display the content or manipulate the web page using them. Okay, so these tags will be able to will help you to create to create or display some kind of content on the web page. So those examples are HTML tag, body tag, header tag, H1 tag, H2 tag, H3 tag. Multiple tags are there. Okay, these tags, based on these tags in the initial version, okay, in the initial version of the HTML, okay, there are only few number of tags. There are only these kind of tags, or only few only are there. Few only are there. Okay, so later versions then new versions came: HTML1, HTML2, HTML3, HTML1, HTML2, HTML3. Okay, now we are using the latest version called HTML 5.2. Okay, now we are using the HTML 5.2, which was released on 2017, 2014, I guess. Yeah, 2014, which was released in the 2014. Okay, so what is the difference between this HTML and version and this HTML version? So for like your Android phone, the previous version 2 years back, the same different model, and the advanced model, and yeah, 2 years back model and today's model is, what is the difference between that model and this model? Is nothing but few added features, right? Likewise, in the same way, in this advanced in this latest version of HTML, the only difference is there are some advanced tags that has been added into this HTML 5.2. Okay, so every version they have created, there are some advanced tags. They have some new tags that has been added features to this HTML. Okay, so now we'll be looking into the same latest version itself. Okay, and also coming to the stacks, like I said, we are advanced tags are there, right? So coming to the stacks, there are two kinds of tags, two types of tags, two types of tags. Okay, one is closed tag. Sorry, not closed tag, paired tag and unpaired tag. Yeah, I was just got confused. Yeah, paired tag and unpaired tag. Okay, so there are two types of tags. What are this paired tag and what are this unpaired tag? Paired tag is nothing but which will be having closing tag, close tag, and opening tag. Okay, coming to this unpaired tag, it will be just having an open tag, that's all. It will not be having any closed tag. So what is this closed tag and open tag? So for example, like I said, head tag is there, HTML tag is there, all these tags are there, right? So example, if you take head tag, okay, it will be like open. It will be having HTML open tag. Sorry, head tag, right? HTML head tag will be there, open tag will be there, and also content close tag also will be there. Okay, so this tag is having both. Oh, this is nothing but open tag, and this is nothing but close tag. So open tag will be having the content, whatever. If it is the head tag, it will be enclosed between less than and greater than symbol. Okay, if it is a closing tag, it will be having the symbol called backslash slash. Okay, it will be having a backslash. So these are nothing but head tag. This is a head tag. Under this we have open tag and close tag. This is nothing but open tag, which will be having only the head as a moment. Yeah, so for this is nothing but open tag content, and this is nothing but close tag. Okay, this is open tag and this is close tag. Likewise, in the same way, if you take it HTML tag, it will be having open HTML. This is nothing but open tag, and again content, content, and then we'll be having slash HTML, which is nothing but close tag. Okay, so likewise in the same way, likewise we have the header tag is there, h1 tag is there, h2 tag is there. These all are nothing but paired tags. These all are nothing but paired tags. Paired tags in the sense it will be having open tag and the closed tag also. Coming to the unpaired tag, it will be just be having a open tag itself. Okay, coming to the unpaired tag, it will just be having an open tag itself. For example, anchor tag. There will be a tag called anchor tag. Anchor tag will be there, which will be defined as like this. A. Okay, we'll be writing as this way. And there is one more example, which is break tag. Okay, which is BR. Okay, so these are the tags which are nothing but which will be having only open tags itself. So it won't be having like this 0 // a. This will not be there. Okay, this will not be there. So there are few tags which will be having in the entire HTML. In the entire HTML, if you consider, there are around 50 kinds of tags are there. Okay, there are around 50 plus tags are there. We'll be learning for every 10 tags. We'll be doing a project also. Okay, so like I said, it is divided into 3 parts, right? For every part, we'll be learning 10 tags. Here we'll be learning basic 10 tags. We'll be learning. After that, we'll be learning another 10 tags, and then we'll be learning another 10 tags. Okay, for every 10 tags, we'll be creating a website. Okay, so for every 10 tags, we'll be doing a website. So these are nothing but paired tag and unpaired tag. Now coming to the next part, there is one more point you have to see is you can declare this tags, whatever it is there. You can declare this tag either in small case you can declare, or else in uppercase also you can declare it. Okay, you can write it in small case or head case, or like uppercase also. Why? Because HTML is not case sensitive. Okay, HTML is not case sensitive. Like you can write it anything, you can write it in small case or uppercase, it will take it. It will not throw any error. Okay, it will not throw any error. So now coming to the moving to the next part, we'll be moving with the basic tags. Okay, we'll be moving the basic tags of HTML. So before going to that, up to here, is it clear? Up to here, is it clear, people? So any confusion or something? So understood, right? This one, open tags are 2 types of tags, like I said. Paired tags will be there, unpaired tags will be there. Paired tags will not be having, will be having open tag and close tag, but unpaired tags will not be having close tag. It will just be having an open tag, that's it. Okay, and HTML is not case sensitive. We do have multiple versions. Okay, so now we'll be looking into this next part called structure. Structure of HTML. Okay, whenever you are going to code this, HTML code, it will be having a particular structure. If you look at this new file that I have created, it has automatically brought this structure. Okay, it has automatically brought this structure. Okay, let us discuss one by one. So you can see this. This is a structure that has been given by the tool itself. The tool itself, the browser itself, like the software itself, it has given this structure. So what does the structure means? What does this means? We'll come to one. We'll come by line by line. Okay, so before going to that, we can write the comment lines in the HTML. If you want to write a comment line, you just need to give / dot like this. You need to give it. Okay, if you want to give a multiple line comment or single line comment lines, you can give it by using this less than symbol, exclamation mark, double hyphen. Okay, this will open it. So under this you can write multiple comment lines. Multiple comment lines. So let us see the first one. So here we have written this doc type HTML, right? The first type, whatever it is there, first. Yeah, only one less than, one greater than symbol. Yeah. So less than symbol, exclamation mark, two hyphens. Here you can write anything. You can write any comments, and two greater than two hyphens and one greater than symbol. Coming to this, whenever you are typing the HTML code, it will be having this doc type HTML first. Okay, it will be having this doc type HTML. What does this means? Okay, this means the version. It says that the version of HTML that you are going to use, version of HTML that you are using here in this one. Okay, the version of HTML is, this is the 5.2 latest versions type. Okay, this doc type is HTML we have given, directly we have given. But previous versions, what it used to be there, like it used to have some extra content also. It used to have what is the 4.2 HTML 4.2 version. Okay, what are the things it is using. So those things will used to be there. Now in the latest version, they have removed everything, and they just kept this simple tag called doc type HTML. Okay, this means the version is the latest version. It means the version of it. Okay, this defines which version you are going to use, we are using. Okay, which version of doc type you are using. Okay, coming to the next part. So the entire HTML should be written in HTML code, should be written in a single tag, inside a single tag, inside a inside a single tag, which is nothing but HTML. Okay, which is nothing but HTML. So whatever you are going to write it in this HTML code, whatever the code that you are going to write it, it should be under this inside this HTML tag itself. Okay, inside this HTML parent tag itself. You can't write outside of it. Okay, you can't write anything outside of this HTML tag. Okay, you can write it, but it will like we mostly will be writing it inside it. No, we can't write it. Yeah, we can write it outside of this HTML, like outer header part we can write it, but HTML only we can write it. So if you observe it here, if I remove this, so entire content has been written in HTML. Okay, HTML. So this language, what is this language? Will come to the next point. We'll come back there. Okay, after some time we'll come back. Okay, so we have to write whatever the code that you are going to write. It should be between the HTML and HTML backslash. Okay, so this HTML again divided into two types, two pages, two parts. It is HTML tag is divided into two parts. One is head part, second one is body part. Okay, one is head part and the other one is body part. So let me yeah. Okay, what did I do? So in this header part, I have written right header part. So sorry, HTML, under the HTML, we do have only two parts, which is header part and the other one is body part. Okay, one is head part and the other one is other one is body part. So coming to this head part, we'll be writing we'll be writing the specifications in it. specifications of the web page. Okay, like this, we'll be writing the title, what should be the title of the web page, or else we'll be writing the what should be the meta tag, like media tags we'll be writing. So what will be the size of what should be the size of the web page, how it should be adjusting to the web page, and also few more tags if you want to link a css part, if you want to link those link tags will be writing. So this will be having the description or else the specifications of the web page. Okay, okay, it will be having the title, what is the specification, what is the media, what is the size of it, what is the colors it has to display, all these kinds of things will be written in this specifications. All this will be written in the head part. Coming to the body part, we'll be writing the actual content. We'll be writing the actual content that should be there. Actual content of the web page will be writing it in the body part. Like example, header tag h1, h2, h3, h4 up to 6 we have it. H1, H2, H3 tags, span tags, anchor tags. So whatever the paid tags and unpaid tags we have discussed, everything will be written only under this body part. Okay, only under this body part we'll be writing the all kind of tags. That means we will be writing the actual content, what needs to be displayed. Okay, but if you just observe it carefully here, yeah, if you just observe it carefully here this Google is the content, this Google is the content. Okay, the Google is the content of the web page. So this to make this Google present here, we have to write it in the body part. Okay, what is the styles that has been applied? So this Google, it should be like this kind of font, or this text and all this kind of font. This size of this Gmail is lesser than. Okay, this Google size is a little bit bigger. So this font size, text size, everything are under different sizes, right? Those kind of specifications will be giving it in the header part, and the content will be giving it in the body part. Okay, the content will be writing it in the body part, and in the header part will be writing the specifications of it. Okay, like I said, there will be having header part and the body part, and then we'll be having it. These two will be under this under the HTML tag. Up to here, clear, people? Up to here, clear? Just text it in the chat window. Okay, you're writing something, someone wrote. Okay, yeah, fine. So now coming to the next thing. So these are the tags we have discussed, right? Let us give the title for the web page. Let us create a small web page we'll be creating. Let us give a Google only, we'll type it. Okay, in the header part, what you need to do, I need to give a title. So for every person there will be a name, right? Likewise, in the same way, for every web page that we create, we'll be having a title. Okay, how I got this? Like I'll just write title under this and just give tab. Okay, Control Z. Yeah, just write title under this. Under the header tag, you have to write this title. Just write title. After this, just give tab under in your keyboard, and it will be fetching you the complete tag. It will be fetching you. But if you see this A tag, whether BR tag, okay, for this BR tag it is not fetching. So this is BR tag is nothing but a unpaired tag, and this is a paired tag. Okay, now let us give a title. Let us say that HTML first web page. Okay, I'll say that first web page. The title of my web page is first creation I'm creating is title of my web page is first web page. So if I want to load it over the Chrome or somewhere, I just need to click on this one. Okay, so here you can observe it here. In this web page, you can observe it first web page. Okay, here the title for this web page is this web page is new tab. Likewise, in the same way, whatever we have created now under the WebStorm, okay, for that title title is first web page. Okay, so this is what now let us write some tags under this body tag. I'll give a h1 tag. Okay, we'll discuss in detail this h1 tag. I'll write a h1 tag and I'll write Google in this. I'll write Google web page. Okay, let me save it and let me load it here. You can load it here directly, or else you can go back to the previous whatever it is open. Okay, if you observe it here, Google web page has been displayed here. Okay, Google web page has been displayed here. So this is how, this is what the structure, this is what the structure of an HTML code, whatever the structure that we have written, whatever the structure we are seeing. So any kind of web page, we'll see. Okay, for any kind of a web page, we will be having a doc type HTML. Okay, it is not mandatory that you need to write this doc type HTML. It is not mandatory, but sometimes if you don't write it, it will consider it as a like some errors will be taking place. Okay, so every time you're writing it, kindly mention the version of the web doc type HTML you are using. Okay, version should be mentioned at the front. Okay, so after that we'll be having HTML tag, header tag, body tag. So these kind of things, three things we have there. So let us close it here, or let me explain one more tag. Okay, after that we'll wind up. Okay, so this is the head one tag I have given, right? So the first tag we'll discuss is header tags. Okay, now we are done with the structure. Now we'll see the tags. First tag we'll discuss. First tag we'll be discussing, which are nothing but header tags. Okay, which are nothing but header tags. So what are these header tags? These are nothing but the side headings. These are the tags which can be used for heading purpose over the web page. Over the web page, you can use this header tags. So there are 6 kind of tags are there. Okay, there are 6 kinds of header tags are there. One is H1, second one is H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6. These are the 6 header tags we have it in the header tags part. First tag, which is header tag. Under the header tags, we have only this kind of 6 header tags are there. Okay, if you want to use this header tags, so how to use it? Likewise, I have given that H1 tag I have given. I'll do the same thing. I'll give Control D. H2 I'll change it. Control D. H3. Control D. H4. Control D. H5. Control D. H6. So we do have only until 6 itself. 1 to 6 itself. We don't have H10, H11, H15. We don't have it and all. Only up to 6 we have it. Okay. Coming to this header tags, what is the difference between this H1, H2, H3, H4, H5, and H6? Okay, if you just load it over the web page, you will be able to find it out. It is nothing but the sizes will be different. For H1 tag, it will be like bigger size. For H2, a little bit lesser than the H1, and H6 will be a little bit lesser than the H5. So these are nothing but different kinds of header tags. Okay, is it clear?